Right, you lot, just checking it on the telephone now. Should be facing in the right direction now. So let's have a little look at this Savage. Well, not a little look, let's have a little go, shall we? Send that over there. Boom! Lovely. Can't remember what happened. This is exactly the same since the last time I used it. I haven't really got a lot else to film, so I'm going to have a little blast this morning before work, so I thought you might as well come along as well. It's a nice bloody day. Bloody nice day, a bit cold, but there you go. And I keep the old telephone on down there just so I can see to make sure, because a couple of times I've filmed stuff and it's facing in the wrong bloody direction, but there you go. So how are you all? Where is everybody? Everyone alright? Everyone happy, I hope? Make sure we've still got battery power. Servos are a bit weak. Yeah. I was thinking, like, the other day, this year's been a pretty good year, really. Because, you know, learned a lot about everything. The world in general. Myself. You know, people have told me all my life that I'm pretty useless. Don't really have a use, you know. And this year's made me realise that that's just true, you know. I don't really have a use for anything. I'm just kind of this person that hangs around and don't really have much of a use for anything. My wife's always said it, you know. And it's just bloody true. It's what I've learned this year. So I think a lot of people have probably learned a lot about themselves this year. But what do? You know, what do you do? Oh, what am I doing? I'm going down the wrong bloody tube. Nope, I'm not. What's happened here then? We've got a problem? We've got a problem somewhere, but I don't know what it is yet. Never had that problem before. Can you see that, you look? I don't know whether you can see that. The throttle is hitting on that R clip there. Not all the time though, only sometimes. Never noticed that problem before. I wonder if I can... might be able to switch it that way. I don't know if it'll go that way. Here's a key. There we go. That should have fixed that. But what about the other problem? That ain't right. Wow. Very bizarre. Right, you have to try and work out what that problem is somehow. What the bloody hell's going on? We've got a leak. We've got a hole somewhere. Still got the seal around now. Doesn't appear to be leaking. We've got a split in the pipe. Very bizarre. We can't have an hole in the tank. Or can we? If we had an hole in the tank, it would be leaking out, wouldn't it? There's an hole in the top of the tank. So basically, for those of you that haven't gathered it by now, this tank should be pressurized-ish, kind of. And you blow down this little tube, well, because the pressure from the exhaust will come down here anyway, some of it, and pressurize the tank, which is what pushes the fuel round to the engine, right? It's like a fuel pump, basically. That's how it works. And so if you blow down it to prime it, it should just push the fuel through, but we've got a bit of a leak, and I don't know where the leak is at the moment. It can't be on the actual tank. Well, it might be, you know, but it would be leaking out, surely. The leak's got to be around this lid. Ah, there we go. Yep. The only place it could have been was around the lid, and there's a little thing on there. You probably just saw the seal. It was leaking. So now it's only leaking a little bit, but who cares about a leak? Listen, a lot of people panic. Oh no, there's a leak! Oh no, there's a leak! It's not going to work. But what's the worst that's going to happen? It just ain't going to work. Anyway, here we go. Why does it take so long to start? Is the piston worn perhaps? Who knows? Who bloody knows if the piston's worn? Watch out for that there, that comes out, and we don't want to lose it. Does bring back a lot of good bloody memories, this truck. You know what, it's actually running pretty well. Ever since I adjusted those brakes, they've been the tits, man. They were well worn. The little spacer was too far apart. The throttle's still though, don't know if that's in view, it should be. The throttle's still, when you let it on tick over from revving, still a little bit high. Put the brakes on. So I think that's just because it's worn. The servos are worn. It's an original servo. Everything's original. Nothing was changed ever. Oh, nothing was ever changed. Everything's original. So yeah, well. Yeah, this year's put everything into perspective, isn't it, really? All these years I thought I was a, you know, quite a good person doing good things. Turns out that I ain't. So, oh well, what can you do? I said it was running well. Perhaps it weren't. Oh well, let's have a look and see. Bloody good, you know, the memories this brings back, man. This is just, every time it's like incredible. Oh dear, look, that screw's coming out. Fucking hell. There you go, put that back in. I'll show you in a minute what the trouble is. Got a screw coming out of the suspension. The old shock. Should check the screws and bolts more often. I don't. I'll tell you what the case is with me. I always tell you to check that. Can you see? I don't know whether that's in view. I'm just thinking that it is. The screws coming out of the shock absorber here at the bottom. It's more of a. I always tell you lot to do these things. Check screws and bolts all the time, but I never do it myself. It's more of a do as I say but not as I do kind of thing. I never check screws and bolts. You should do, because you know, it avoids losing them, and it avoids all the trouble you get when you lose a screw and a bolt and whatever else. But I never check them myself. Far too lazy for that shit. Anyway, let's get the old beast fired up again. Not very happy today, is it? Perhaps it's realised that it's useless and no good. But I've never told it it's useless. It's always a bloody good truck. You know? It's not useless. This is a good truck. I like this truck. Come on. Come on, old girl. You can do it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're a good truck. You know? Believe in yourself. Because I believe in you. Not a lot of people believe in me. But I believe in you. So you can do it. Come on. Now this is the stage where a lot of people are going to say, this is because you're running it on that 30% helicopter fuel. I told you it's not meant for cars. And this is where I say I don't care. Whee! I was going up the drop curb, but I missed it near the curb. Love the sound, man. Nitro sounds awesome. Red line for a good, no, prime for a good time, red line for a good time. I suspect that it's stuck in second and third and not first and second, you know that? Gives it a good run though, doesn't it, eh? Really does take off, doesn't it, when it is that last gear. Just check to make the old GoPro ran out of battery, because I can't afford a decent one, so I've got that one. Anyway, so there we go. I've ran it out. Well, not ran it out, but I had a good old go of it anyway. So there we go. Like I say, I hope everyone's alright. Maybe one day we'll find somewhere else to sort of go with this little Nitro car. I'm having to film this last little thing on the old, what is it? I've got an iPhone here. It's not very good, is it? What's that blurriness all around? There's like a blurriness on the, I don't know. But I only bring the GoPro with me, see you lot. So there we go. Yeah. What can you do? I don't like filming with this. How do people film with phones? It's so strange. Look at that. It's just so shit. I know someone's going to say, because you're using the front camera, the back camera is better quality than the front camera. I know that. I know. Alright? I know. I bloody well know it. Oh yeah. I had a question the other day, because in the previous video I said I want to get I want to get an MP9 electric, the E version, electric MP9, just for fun, you know, but kind of can't at the moment. Nothing's really happened. I was kind of just going to buy it for fun for myself, but also because it'd be interesting to make videos with. But I don't know, I haven't made any videos. I've kind of come to the realisation that making videos sometimes it's a bit silly, you know. My wife's always said, "It's stupid. Your videos are stupid. Nobody likes you. So why are you making videos?" And I thought, well, you know, I carried on, but I've kind of come to the realisation that it's true, pretty much. So, I'm not going to get an MP9 electric, not really. Yeah, so I ain't got one. I was going to get a Mad Crusher as well. I really wanted a Mad Crusher. I really fancied a Mad Crusher, but that's a stupid idea as well. So I can't really get that. But yeah, everything's kind of just going at the moment, selling everything. Got to sell the trusty Land Rover because I want to get a family car really. I want to get a nice, trustworthy family car. So that's going. Trusty. It was trusty. I can't flip the camera in this, can I? Bloody hell. Shit, stuck with this shitty fucking front camera. So I'm pretty kind of pleased to have to get rid of the Land Rover-ish. But there we go. But there's nothing, you lot don't care about that because you're all RC people and all you lot care about is RC. You don't care about anything else. So I'll just have to, I'll leave you with that because otherwise I'll talk for months and you'll all get bored. Oh, what I was going to do is I was going to answer some comments, read some comments, but I can't because I've got a film on the phone that I would use for comments. I can't. I could write them down, but I'm too lazy for that. I ain't got any pen and paper anyway. But I can remember a couple. One comment was, have I got any cars, anything for sale? I've got no RC stuff for sale. The only cars I've got left is the FTX Carnage, the Savage obviously, my 2 old Rushes, the Rush Evo and the Rush, and the MP9. And obviously I've got the Mini T. I couldn't sell that anyway. We didn't want to buy that for any money that's worth it. Yeah. So nothing RC related is for sale. I've sold everything. I sold that fucking helicopter, that old helicopter, which I sold on eBay. I never use eBay. Don't fucking use eBay, for fuck's sake. And don't use Hermes or Hermes, however the hell you pronounce them, as a courier. If you have them in your country, we've got them in England. Sold the helicopter, posted it off. The person said it never arrived. And I said, alright, let me look into it. But then he opened a claim with eBay, who then instantly refunded him. I was like, what the fuck? And then, so I lost money on that, which was bloody annoying, because I needed that money. I'd already spent it after he paid me. So when they took the money, it took me into bloody debt. It took me into overdraft, which was shit. And then, so eBay recovered that money. Then I went to the Hermes to find out what the fuck happened. Was it delivered, or was it not delivered? What happened? And then they couldn't find it. They were like, we don't know. I was like, how can you not know if you delivered a parcel? And they was just like, oh, we don't know if it was delivered. And in the end I said, well, I want to know where it is, what happened, and if you can't, for whatever reason, find out because you've got a shitty system, then I want my refund. I want to be refunded. I want the postage plus I want the cost of that helicopter sent back. Anyway, in the end, I didn't even get the total cost back. I got, what did I get back? I was about 10 quid short of the total cost. But I was like, fucking hell. You know, it just goes to prove, you know, but don't ever use eBay. But it just goes to prove what my wife's always right. Everything I do is shit, and it's why I've got no use. I just shouldn't do anything, because then nothing would go wrong. And, you know, perhaps I'd have a purpose in life then. But there we go. So, the helicopter's gone. I've still got the DJI Mavic Pro, but I want to keep that because I like to it's fun to get aerial shots and things and pictures for memories in general life. So eBay's bad because you get scammed, but if you don't get scammed, eBay just scam you themselves by refunding people randomly. So that's the way that goes. So if you want to buy a Land Rover, I've got nothing for sale. Any other comments I can think of? Let me have a look. For some reason the app's not working and I can't see any comments, so there's another thing, you know, perhaps it's because it's joined to me. Everything I do is shit. Anyway, you lot, I'll catch you on the next video, whenever that'll be. I have no idea. I'll make one as soon as I possibly can, but I don't know when that'll be. Yeah, all the best, take care, and just what they say these days, stay safe, innit? Ever since this disease started to come around, stay safe. See you later, you lot.